Alright, this is the truck. I'll do a walk around and I'll try and get close-ups. A couple dings in that passenger door, some couple chips in the paint that I put some paint over to try and make sure no rust happened at all. You can see it's pretty straight. The front bumper is just kind of, it was pretty beat up from rock chips, so it's got some like old garage paint job type deal on it. It looks pretty good from this angle. Here's the hood. So the hood's got some damage. You can see. See if I can get it to focus. You can see how it's got some of these almost like cracks. Just apparently it probably sat out in the sun or something, got really hot, and over time just beat it up pretty good. But it's not bad. Mirrors. Cracked windshield, you can see a couple cracks in the middle of it. The side's really straight. No rust anywhere. I've got a creeper I'll get underneath the truck here in a second. You can see it's pretty dusty. There's a couple of those paint chips around the corners of the window. Pretty far away, I mean, you can't really see them. It's just, I've seen quite a few excursions with them. Not that great right there. Biggest blemishes, I believe, on the truck, in my opinion. There's the tires. Let's see if we can get the size. Yep. 325/60 R18s. See, it's pretty straight. There's some clear coat failure on the back. It's pretty straight though. Looks good. Get close to the paint. Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's got some swirls obviously in it. The truck. What's that again? Here's the other window, kind of a similar deal. Eventually I was going to repaint this truck once I got the a 2011 Plus front end on it, but I was just trying to keep any rust from forming. But I mean, as you can see from a little ways away, it's not bad. I was never ashamed to drive around. I was pretty proud of it when it was cleaned up and shiny. Show you the Raptor lined roof. There's a Raptor liner on the roof. This turned out really nice. Again, here's the interior. I don't think you can see it, but every wire that I've added underneath the dashboard has a label on it from an actual label maker. Power seats. This seat's got some wear to it. I feel like every Excursion's got that wear in the lumbar support. Also in the armrest. Passenger seat is nice, looks good. There's the dash. No issues with the dash at all. Let's see. While I'm in here, I can do a cold start. Okay. tell you how cold the engine is. It was pretty warm today, so it's probably going to be low 80s. Engine oil temp bottom left, 72, so. Yep. Starts right up, dead cold. There's the radio. It does have a backup camera, which is nice. That's navigation stuff too. You just gotta hook up your Wi-Fi to it. Also has the Prodigy trailer brake controller. It's on a switch. And this is for the fogs up front. I'll show you what those are. Actually, I'll show you all the lights. This truck has HIDs in the low beams, LEDs in the high beams, and the fog lights, and LEDs for the light bars. You see it's got the ambers on the running boards, as well as in the mirrors. Down that running board. That running board. There's the back seat. This guy is not currently hooked up. It does have a power inverter in it. Switch on the bottom. The HVAC controls do work back here. Here's the third row seat. Carpet's clean. You can hear the exhaust, the EBV valve going on, trying to warm it up. That's why it kind of sounds like a jet. You hit the brake once and it turns off. You hear that pitch change. It's just how these things warm up faster. Not too bad. Couple stains in there. I've never really tried to clean this area at all, so I don't know if that'll come out or not. Not too bad. This guy's not in the greatest shape. It's kind of got a crack right there. It does have a spare in it. Let me turn it off so I can go underneath it. It's so cold. There's the exact mileage, 180,963. Grab the crawler. On these frame rails at all. Just the back of the truck. Frame rail again. Side. I think these sway bar end links are going bad. They pop when it's at full steering lock, so I would definitely replace those pretty soon. I could probably replace those this weekend. One shot, they're pretty expensive. You can see they're AutoZone brand. I did this probably a year and a half ago, and that's how long they lasted, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know if you can see all this, but sorry, this is pretty difficult to try to film under here. Hopefully you're getting a good idea of general condition. Alright, let me get out of here. Man, that was difficult. It's the work truck that I use. And my wife has a diesel Q7 that's 3 rows, so it can tow a little bit. We do have an Airstream that we bought that this truck did tow from Tennessee back to Colorado. There's the engine. So it has an ATS compressor housing on it. The Napa 66, what the hell is it? 6965 or 6065 filters, industrial use. It also has the pusher intake manifold, so it separates the hot side from the cold side, or pre and post. Intercooler to try and keep the charger cold. Has all new clamps and T-bolts. Has new valve cover harnesses. Just did the lift pump. It has a new thoroughbred high pressure oil pump, which if you decide to put bigger injectors in this thing will work really well. It has a new power steering pump, a new power steering to hydro boost line. It's that guy down there. I took off the sound insulation on the intercooler pipes, just trying to get a little more turbo sound because it sounds awesome, and why not. Then you can see the 4-inch pipe, the 4-inch exhaust, via band all the way there, so it's 4-inch all the way back, straight. Truck runs great. I've added, I added the EGT gauge, and it has the edge tuner on it. And here's some of the additional wiring I did. So the wiring I did is all the braided stuff. Like I said, it's all labeled underneath. And yeah, that's the car. Paint's a little rough, but it's 18-year-old truck, so it is what it is. But I think it looks awesome. There's a bull bar in front of it. And it drives great, builds tons of boost. At elevation, it builds 22, 23 pounds of boost. Sea level, probably be 24, 25. May need a boost fooler at some point in the future. If you do start going over 25 PSI of boost, it does throw a code. So this one doesn't throw that code because it doesn't build that much boost. But at sea level, it might. And yeah, that's the truck. Door cards are all pretty clean. Let me show you the driver's one. Yeah, there she is. Alright, give me a call with any questions. Thanks.